Good evening. You're watching the news from the Sultanate of Oman television. First, the headlines. The real estate market in the Sultanate achieves an increase during the first half of the current year. The seminar on civilizational communication between Oman and the world concludes in the Governorate of Dhofar. And latest weather charts indicate a trough of low pressure affecting northern parts of the Sultanate for the next 2 days starting today. Those were the headlines, and now the news in detail. The real estate market in the Sultanate has achieved an increase by more than 2 billion Omani riyals during the first half of the current year, with a rate of 47.7% compared to the same period last year. The statistics issued by the National Centre for Statistics and Information showed that the collected fees of all legal transactions amounted to 30.6 million riyals, according to an increase by 20%. The value of sale contracts increased by 12.1%, registering around 700 million riyals. The seminar on civilizational communication between Oman and the world was concluded at the theatre of the Directorate General of Heritage and Culture in the Governorate of Dhofar today. The closing ceremony the seminar was held under the auspices of His Excellency Dr. Rashid bin Asafi Al-Khuraibi, Chairman of the Tender Board. The two-day seminar was organized by the Main Committee for Celebrating Nizwa, the capital of Islamic culture. Its programs included presenting 3 key themes, comprising 11 working papers by a group of researchers and specialists from within and outside the Sultanate. Latest weather charts indicate a trough of low pressure will affect the northern parts of the Sultanate from this afternoon to the next 2 days, with chances of scattered rains, occasionally thunderous, associated with gusty winds and hail over the governorates of North and South Al-Batna, Musandam, Dhahira, Al-Hajr mountains and adjoining areas, in addition to chances of isolated rains along the coastal and mountainous areas of the Governorate of Dhofar. The winds will be southeasterly over most parts of the Sultanate. The sea will be moderate to rough along most of the coastal areas. The Public Authority for Civil Aviation advises the citizens and residents to be cautious and follow the latest weather forecast from Meteorological Office. Athena Land project was opened in Athene Plain in Governorate of Dhofar under the auspices of His Excellency Sayyid Mohammed bin Sultan Al Busaidi, Minister of State and Governor of Dhofar. Athena Land is a touristic park that provides a number of entertainment services in Salalah during the year, and particularly during Kharif season. It includes various facilities such as restaurants, coffee shops, halls for different occasions like seminars and lectures, in addition to the Dinosaurs Park. The project was worth 1 million Omani riyals. The National Youth Committee NYC honored 172 youths aging between 15 to 39 years for their individual and collective achievements in Thank You Our Youth initiative under the auspices of His Highness Sayyid Taimur bin Asad Al Saeed, Assistant Secretary General for International Cooperation at the Research Council. The ceremony comes to honor the Omani youth for their domestic, regional and international achievements during 2014. This honor embodies the royal vision in taking care of outstanding talents in the Sultanate and stems from the keenness of NYC to increase the number of constructive competencies that prove in all forums and abundance of such outstanding talents in various fields. The number of honored young people who have accomplished individual achievements was 99, including 40 members at the local level and 12 at the regional level, while the number of honorees at the international level stood at 47 in various achievements in the literacy, artistic, sporting, scientific, technical, religious, legal and entrepreneurship fields. In the collective achievements categories, 9 awards-winning teams at the local level were honored, consisting of 38 youths, 5 projects at the regional level consisting of 21 youths, and 3 projects at the international level consisting of 14 youths. In an endeavour to simplify procedures and streamline transactions of citizens, the Ministry of Endowments and Religious Affairs launched the electronic tendering system. The launching came to enhance competition among companies to access projects offered by the ministry in an easy way. It uses electronic certification system for entry to the system, coding of the document and achieving all transactions. It also offers a database of more than 4,000 companies approved and registered at the tender board as to avoid errors. The launching ceremony was presided over by His Excellency Sheikh Abdullah bin Mohammed Al Salmi, Minister of Endowments and Religious Affairs. Still to come in our news bulletin. Arts is concluded in the Wilaya of Rostaq. Welcome back to the news from the Sultanate of Oman Television. Muscat Securities Market MSM General Index lost 1.5 points, comprising a decline by 0.03% to close at 5,749 points compared to the last session, which stood at 5,750 points. The trading value today stood at 2.06 million Omani Riyals, comprising a decline by 40.79% compared to the last session, which stood at 3.48 million Riyals. The report released by MSM pointed out that the market value fell by 0.01% to reach about 14.51 billion Omani Riyals. The Traffic Safety Committee in the Wilaya of Ja'alan Bani Hassan continues its awareness program to limit accidents on roads. It organized a traffic awareness anticity in one of the Wilaya's schools. It also visited various roads in the governorates of Asal Sharqiya in Inspect and safety of the main road in the governorate. It started installing traffic lights and works by using solar energy, speed breakers and pedestrian areas in some pivotal places in the governorate. The committee also launched its accounts on social media channels. A training course on the theatre field concluded in the Wilaya of Khasab in the governorate of Musandam. The events of the course were organized by the Department of Heritage and Culture in the governorate. It witnessed a wide participation of those interested in theatre, especially the youth category. It aimed to enhance the skills and capabilities of the youth so as to be creative in this field. The conclusion ceremony included presenting a theatrical play named The Sheep. In the governorate of South Batna, the Directorate of Heritage and Culture in the governorates of North and South Batna concluded the training programs which aimed to encourage Omani youths who enjoy the talent of theatre performance. The conclusion ceremony witnessed a theatre show titled The Comedy of 7 Days by Al Rostaq Theatre Team. In an outcome of this course, it also included a number of lectures in the theatre art fields. These training programs will contribute in preparing theatre atmosphere at the Sultan's level. In a step on stressing the importance of protecting public utilities to ensure the sustainability of usages of their services, Bahla municipality inaugurated an awareness campaign to preserve public utilities in the wilaya. The campaign will continue until the end of October and will witness active social participation to ensure achieving the goals of the campaign. The activities of the Holy Quran competition concluded in the wilaya of Saham in the governorate of North Batna. The competition was also accompanied by various cultural, religious and scientific events. It witnessed a participation from more than 400 students. It aimed to encourage students to memorize the Holy Quran and follow its teachings in addition to improve their language skills. The participants expressed their happiness in participating in such events as well as reciting and memorizing the Holy Quran. In the end of the conclusion ceremony, the participants were honored. This is the Sultanate of Oman television. Before we end tonight's bulletin, here are the main points once again. The real estate market in the Sultanate achieves an increase during the first half of the current year. The seminar on civilizational communication between Oman and the world concludes in the governorate of Dhofar. And latest weather charts indicate a trough of low pressure affecting northern parts of the Sultanate for the next 2 days starting today. With that, we come to the end of tonight's news bulletin. From all of us here at the studios and the newsroom, it's good night.